Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 9. Hello. Good morning. Hello. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. All right, I guess we're at the max. All right, well, if I speak like this, I'm good. Reminds me of a joke I heard once. Anyway, all right.
So just mute it on your end. We're all good here.
Okay, thanks.
Good morning, Unity. Good morning, Unity. If you can stand, please join us so we can sing our opening song. It's a lovely day, beautiful weather. We have it right here. Let's go. Come on in, welcome home. You are loved, you belong here now. No matter where you've been, bienvenidos a su hogar. Son amor, se merecen estar. No importa quiénes son, aquí están. up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Come on, Unity. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, hey, hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Come on, Unity. Hey, hey, hey. What? All right.
Good morning, Unity. Good morning. Give me some love. I am so happy to be here. My name is Darby Mackenzie Line, and I have the honor and joy of being here serving this community as Assistant Minister and Director of Operations. And I've been here for, my gosh, 4.5 years. I can't believe it. Anyway, yeah. So Unity changed my life. I just want to say that. This is an amazing place and an amazing movement, and I'm so glad you are here. I'm glad y'all are joining us online. Because you know what? It's all about joy. Isn't it really? When it comes down to it, it's about joy and love. And we've got a lot of that here in this community. Today is the last day of August. And can somebody please explain to me how that happened? Where did this month go? It's unbelievable. So I had the pleasure of being here last Sunday and this Sunday as well. And Reverend Nicholas spoke to us for 2 Sundays, and Reverend Joe Hooper spoke to us. And I want to say it's an honor to be in that company of wonderful speakers. And we together have enabled our wonderful leader, Paul, to take a much needed vacation for the month of August. So he's going to be back with us next Sunday, and we all look forward to that. Right now, you all have your bulletins? We have a great affirmation today. I am a beacon of peace and compassion. Divine love shows up in the world as me. How about that? Would you affirm that with me? I am a beacon of peace and compassion. Divine love shows up in the world as me. Take a breath. What does that mean, to show up in the world as divine love? How blessed we are to have the opportunity, not just here on Sundays, but every day, to show up in the world as beacons, as lighthouses, as spotlights of that divine love. We're so grateful for this opportunity to be here today, whether we're here in person or online, because this is a loving, joyful community, and it is our joy to be together. I'm reminded of the 133rd Psalm. In Hebrew, it's Hine Matov Uma Naim Shevet Nachim Gom Yachad, which means how good and pleasant it is when brothers and sisters gather in unity. And here we are, gathered in unity. We're so grateful for so many gifts. We say thank you, God, and so it is. Oh, stand up and greet each other. Always forget that part.
go. I was so busy saying hi to everybody, I didn't get here in time. Good morning, everybody. You know, I was thinking today about pieces of the puzzle. And I came here to create community and to have community for me. And I know how each one of you are a piece of this puzzle. And I was thinking about you today, and without each one of you, a piece is missing. And Olga is back. So Olga and Carmen, I want to welcome you back. And they were still a piece of the puzzle because they were online with us. So is there anyone new here for the first time? Not today. Well, I imagine there's someone new online, so we want to welcome you and come back and be a piece of our puzzle. Okay. First, I want to mention that the store, the bookstore, we were told it was closed. It is open today. All right, and there are new daily words starting today, so you can pick up your daily word there. Any gifts that you want to get for anybody, so go and visit our bookstore right next door. Prayer chaplains are available for you. Prayer chaplains, can you stand up? So you don't have to have something going on to get prayer. You can just see what it feels like, because it feels really great to have positive prayer just put in your life for the week. So whether you have something going on, choose somebody and just see what prayer feels like at Unity. So this Saturday, is that the next one? This Saturday is the women's group. And they're making faux stained glass. That's different. I always wanted to do that. So come and enjoy that. And registration is required for that. So there's probably a sign-up sheet outside. Online. Okay, so register online. Next Sunday is Brunch Sunday. So I would like Jim Dolan and Don Cook. Are you here? Stand up, please. And another reason I asked them to stand up is that so you know who they are, because they need food and volunteers. So now you know who they are, you can go and see them after. And it's the last chance to get raffle tickets to go out to lunch with Reverend Paul. So today you can get your last raffle tickets. Next week will be the drawing. Monday night, bingo night. So I went to bingo night last year, and it was tons of fun. And I won no money, but it was still fun. So come and win some money. 4T Prosperity course starts on September 9th for 12 weeks, and Paul will be doing that. So I was thinking this morning about prosperity as well, and it's not just about money. We have prosperity in all areas of our life, so it would be a great thing to come and just see all the ways that you can create prosperity in your lives and wish it for others. Brown Bag Noontime class. So the book is The Prospering Power of Love, and Paul's going to be doing this for 3 weeks starting September 10th. So come at noon and just talk. Bring lunch if you want to. It'll be fun. So website address is on your, whatever it's called, bulletin. Oh, shoot. Wait a minute. It's on your bulletin. I'll do that in a second. It's on your bulletin. Anything you want to know, go to the website. It's all there. And I want to introduce one of the most important parts of our service, and that's our music, which is friggin' amazing, James.
Thank you, Bobby. So good to see all of you this morning. Won't you please welcome with us once again. It's been a while since he's been here, but he's an award-winning musician, singer, songwriter, and producer, Mr. Gabriel Saenz, right here, the piano. And he's back with us once again from traveling. Won't you please welcome at the drum set, Mr. Gertz Kuyak. And our featured soloist today is Ms. Danette Rivas. And we're going to do that song from Peter Mayer, and we got a song from Michael Jackson, No, It's Not Billie Jean.
It is my favorite song, so I'm excited about that. All right, so Darby gave us this poem to listen to, and it is really an amazing poem. So it's a sacred reading, and it's from a poem entitled Now is the Time, from 14th century Persian poet known as Hafez. Now is the time to know that all that you do is sacred. Now why not consider a lasting truce with yourself and God? Now is the time to understand that all your ideas of right and wrong were just a child's training wheels to be laid aside when you finally live with veracity and love. You are a divine envoy upon whom the beloved has written a holy message. So, my dear, please tell me, why do you still throw sticks at your heart and God? What is it in that sweet voice inside that incites you to fear? Now is the time for the world to know that every thought and action is sacred. This is the time for you to compute the impossibility that there is anything but grace. Now is the season to know that everything you do is sacred, and so it is.
When I was a boy each week, Sunday we would go to church, pay attention to the priest. He would read the holy word, consecrate the holy bread. Everyone would kneel and bow. Today the only difference is everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. When I was in Sunday school, we would learn about the time Moses went to sea and two. Jesus made the water wine. I remember feeling sad, miracles don't happen still. Now I can't keep track, 'cause everything's a miracle. Everything's a miracle. Wine from water is not so small, but an even better magic trick said anything is here at all. So the challenging thing becomes not to look for miracles, finding where there isn't one. Holy water was rare and best, barely with my fingertips. Now I have to hold my breath like I'm swimming in a sea of it. Used to be a world half there, heaven singing rain hand-me-downs. Now I'm walking with the reverend air, 'cause everything is holy now. Questioning child's face, say it's not a testament. That'd be very hard to see. see another new morning come. Say it's not a sacrament. I tell you that it can't be done. This morning outside I stood, saw a little red-winged bird shining like a burning bush, singing like a scripture verse. Made me want to bow my head. I remember when church let out, how things have changed since then, 'cause everything is holy now. Used to be a world half there, heaven's second-rate hand-me-downs. Now I'm walking with a reverend dead, 'cause everything is holy now. 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 Everything is holy now.
Give it up for James.
Oh, you guys, every week you just blow me away. Amazing. And you know what's amazing? James, you think if he's the bass player, right? He plays the guitar, he directs the music, he sings. What a multi-talented guy. We are so blessed. Thank you so much. And thank you. Pardon? A triple threat. Quadruple. Thank you, Gabriel. Thank you, Gertz. Thank you, Danette, for singing backup. Boy, that's unusual to hear Danette singing backup, right? Oh, my goodness. That is such a great song. I got to tell a little story on my friend Jim Dolan. A couple of days ago, Jim texted me just to make sure Friendship Hall was going to be available when he wanted to bring the things in for today's Friendship Hour. And we got that all taken care of. And then he said, hey, I'm looking forward to your message this Sunday. Holy cow! Exclamation point, ... I mean, holy now. And if you look on your bulletin, that's the title of my talk today, is Holy Now. And I laughed and I said, you know what? I have actually had the same thought, because when I put it on the bulletin and on the newsletter, I said Holy Now, and I said, boy, that needs an exclamation point after it. So thank you for that, Jim, because really, he got me thinking about it. What are those moments, like the moments we heard in that song, to just see the little red-winged bird and see a child's face? We see a rainbow all of a sudden across the sky. Those are kind of holy cow moments, right? The moments that stop us in our tracks with unexpected beauty and grace. And what we're really doing is we are stepping through the door into the holiness now. The world, all the holiness is here all the time, in everything, in everybody. We know this. One presence, one power, everywhere. But we kind of forget about it. And when we have those moments, it's like life is waking us up to the beauty and the holiness that's everywhere around us. And that's what that song reminds us of. I love that song. And that beautiful poem, thank you, Bobby, for reading that so beautifully for us. It sort of points to the same thing, doesn't it? Everything you do is sacred. So everything is holy. Everything you do is sacred. What a blessing. But I have to say that not everything these days seems to be holy or sacred. There's a lot of things going on in the world, actions and people that seem anything but sacred or holy. And I think that beautiful poem really is a kind of a summons to us to remember that holiness runs through all of life, and to live so that our actions reveal that holiness and celebrate it. Because I think that's our work in these crazy times that we live in. Holiness is here, it's everywhere, it surrounds us, it's in us, it is us, it's in our communities, in our neighbors, and it's even in the issues that divide us. But so often, as we just said, that holiness just gets covered up. It gets covered up by angry opinions or fear or conflict or just plain indifference. So the question is, what sacred actions can we take to reveal that holiness here, everywhere, right now, to make it holy now? Because there are a lot of things going on these days that could use some sacred action. First thing that came to my mind when I started thinking about this was the rainbow crosswalks that have become flashpoints in the state of Florida. Many cities, including, heartbreakingly, Orlando, the site of the Pulse nightclub tragedy. Now, for some people, those colors present a safety concern. They're simply paint on crosswalks that should be black and white to keep motorists safe. For other people, of course, those colors mean something much different. They're symbols that you are seen, you are loved, and your life matters. So perspectives can be conflicting, they can be complicated, but truth is not. The truth is that yes, safety matters, but so does dignity, so does memory, so does love. So the question isn't really an either-or question in my mind. The question is, what would a sacred response to this situation look like? Well, maybe it begins with dialogue, with people sitting down together, listening to find a way forward together. Not the way it was done, with unannounced actions and rulings that feel like cruelty and dismissal. But let's have conversations that honor both sides, both the safety and the dignity. Not either or, both and. Let's honor the holiness in both sides. And then, because I wanted another easy topic to talk about, how about immigration? ICE, detention centers. Now, some people see what's going on as necessary to maintaining law and order. And I get it. After all, according to what I hear, illegal border crossings are at an all-time low. That's a good thing, right? But other people see that a little differently too. They see families being disrupted and crops rotting in the fields because the workers were taken away and friends and neighbors removed without explanation, justification, or recourse. Conflicting perspectives and complicated answers. But again, the truth is not complicated. The truth is that yes, law and order matter. They're important in our country. But so does humanity matter. So does compassion. So does love. So can't we find a sacred response to this? Because maybe it also starts with a dialogue, with people working together to find a kinder, more humane way of dealing, for instance, with people who have lived here undocumented for many years, but they're established, productive, contributing members of their communities without criminal records. Maybe there's a way to create more careful, thoughtful plans that balance that law and order with discernment and compassion, that honors the holiness of all people. And sometimes the questions are a little closer to home. I have a very dear and wonderful friend who is wise, generous, caring, lots of fun. We have had lots of adventures together, and we've helped each other through a number of challenges over the almost 25 years of our friendship. I know she's watching. But politically, we see the world differently. And sometimes I wonder how she can possibly think the way she does. And I know she's thinking the same thing about me, but you know what we don't wonder about? We don't wonder whether we love each other. We don't need that kind of agreement in order to care about each other and have a friendship. We don't see the differences first. We see what we share, what we have in common. We see the divine spark in each other. And because of that, our friendship is sacred and holy. And I'm so grateful for it. So the question isn't whether love can hold two people across a political divide, because obviously they can. It can. But the real question is, what would it look like if love could hold an entire community, or state, or nation, maybe even the world? We deal with not easy questions, holding dignity and public safety together, the rule of law and compassion side by side, and holding friendships across political differences. None of it is simple or easy, but that's why we're here. That's why we walk a spiritual path. Our unity teachings don't just offer lofty ideas, they give us a practical way to live them. For me, and for many people, the 5 principles are fundamental roadmap. And if you haven't heard of it, go over to the bookstore after the service and get this book, The 5 Principles, A Guide to Practical Spirituality. It's $15. It'll change your life. And for those of you who do know it and thinking, oh, are we going to go into the 5 principles again? Never fear. I have a different way of walking you through these things today. I'm kind of excited about it. There's a Unity minister from North Carolina who has a wonderful way of looking at these teachings through the lens of handling conflict by posing 4 very pointed questions. I love these questions because they're kind of a spiritual checkup when we're dealing with complicated, challenging, or uncertain situations. And they remind us to pause and to ask, is my response from spirit or is it from ego? Am I responding from holy presence or from fear and division? And just so you know, I have created a handout with these 4 questions on them because you're going to want to use these again and again. It's a really powerful tool. So you can get those, the handouts on the way out this morning. And John is going to drop those in the chat online so our online people can also have them. So right now I'd like to invite you, just think of some conflict in your own life. Could be a family tension or something at work or something from the headlines, whatever. And just hold that situation gently in your heart. And as I read each question, let it land and speak to your situation. If I can get the slides to go. There we go, okay. So the first question, am I affirming divine intelligence and love in this situation? This takes us to our first principle. God, the good, the one power, the one presence in the universe is everywhere, including this situation that you're dealing with. This reminds us that love and wisdom are already present in your situation, and everything is holy. Second question, am I remembering my own divinity and others? This is our second principle. We are all divine expressions of that one good. You, me, people we love, the people we're not so crazy about. See the divinity in yourself and in everyone concerned in your situation. It's a good reminder. Third, am I taking responsibility for attracting this situation into my experience and knowing that its outcome for me will match my thoughts and feelings about it? That's a mouthful, but that needs a deep breath because we don't think about that so much, how powerful our thoughts are. We're taught in Unity that thoughts held in mind attract after their kind. And Albert Einstein, he said, match the frequency of the reality you want. You cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. As they say, be careful what you wish for. But in situations of conflict or uncertainty, this is a most important thing to think about. What am I thinking? What am I holding? What am I drawing to myself? What am I amplifying into the situation? And fourth, have I aligned with divine wisdom before I act? And this is our fourth principle. There is power in prayer and meditation, the practices that turn us to center. And I have to think about, I don't know if you're aware of this, there was a group of interfaith clergy and tribal elders and neighbors. Every Sunday at 5 o'clock, they gather at the entrance of the so-called Alligator Alcatraz. They don't demonstrate, they don't yell, they pray, they sing, they hold space, they bear witness. And not too long ago, I think it was just this past week, a judge ruled that that detention center has to be emptied and dismantled. I don't know. I don't know. You think it's a coincidence? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But there is power in prayer and meditation. And when we're in a conflict kind of situation, have we gone inside? Have we gone to our heart? Have we checked in? Because that's where we can go to that still, quiet place and hear the voice of spirit and divine wisdom. So all of these 4 questions, of course, point us to our 5th principle, which reminds us that it's not enough to just know this stuff. We have to live it in holy and sacred ways. And I like to say this is where the rubber meets the road in the 5th principle. This is where we move from the holy on the inside to the sacred out in the world. Not in theory, but in the choices we make and the actions we take moment by moment. When we ask these questions deeply, honestly, and mindfully, we remember that even across our differences, in times of conflict, even when the world feels nuts in its divisions, love and truth are always the answer. But I'll be honest, when I look at what's happening in our country, and this is me, I'm alarmed. I see signs of unchecked power, and it troubles me deeply. But I know there are many other people, many other good people, who see what I see and see it completely differently. But as truth students, we're not called to philosophical or political agreement. We are called to unity and oneness in love, every one of us. End, stop. And so we return to this question: what is the sacred response to the divisions among us? It's certainly not shrinking back in fear. It's not yelling at each other till we're blue in the face or clinging to that either or, black and white question. And whether you look at the world with fear or with hope and optimism, whether you see peril or progress in what's happening, the sacred response is the same: to let love guide how you think and what you do, to affirm the holiness in every person and our oneness with them, every single person, no exceptions, and to act in ways that consecrate and celebrate the holiness in all of creation, holding it in light, in the light of love and truth. So what does that look like in practical terms? Well, if love calls you to march in protests or in support of what's happening, or to write letters, make phone calls, if that's what you're called to do, do it. If your calling is to work within the system to make our country strong and fair and just for everyone, do that. If you're called to help at a soup kitchen, or take care of rescued animals, or sit with someone who's sick and lonely, or just to hold the planet in light, in prayer, and visualize a peaceful world, do that. In whatever way the love of Spirit is calling you to sacred action, listen, and do that. Because when we respond to Spirit's call and act from a place of love and integrity and heart, regardless of politics, then we are, as we said in our affirmation today, we are beacons of peace and compassion. And even if we can't change the whole world, we can shine light in our corner of it. And that's a good place to start. I'd like to close with some words from my dad, who many of you know was an Episcopal priest and an incredible human being. Many years ago, he received the Brotherhood Award from the B'nai B'rith, which is the Jewish service organization, and he received it for his outstanding advancement of democracy, improvement of human relations, and furthering understanding among all people of the community. That's my dad. I'd like to share some of his acceptance remarks, and please bear with the gendered term, as this was the 1960s. Here's what he said: "To believe in the brotherhood of man is to acknowledge a mystical relationship which is of far deeper meaning than the animal sense of live and let live that yields too quickly to a philosophy of out of sight, out of mind. Brotherhood calls out hunger, nakedness, poverty, ignorance, and catastrophe all over the world and pleads, give a damn." He went on to say, "I must bear witness to the passion of my faith. I owe to God all the glory and praise for whatever little I may be ever able to do to proclaim this brotherhood, which makes us all one in God. That's the call. To live and bear witness to the truth of the oneness that we know through the actions that we take. To listen to Spirit's call and do what is ours to do. Because when we do, our actions are sacred. And the love they carry can reveal the seeds of holiness that are all around us, everywhere, and invite them to bloom. St. Paul wrote to the Corinthians, "Let all you do be done in love." It's really as simple as that. Because everything is holy now. Holy cow. Take a breath. Close your eyes. Let your breath out slowly. Go to your heart. Imagine a small flame glowing there, right in the center of your being. The light of divine love, the light of truth, the light of your own holiness. And with each breath, see that light shining brighter and brighter, your beacon of peace and compassion. The brilliant colors, radiant energy that make your actions in the world sacred. And as you breathe, see that light extending outward into this room, to everyone here, everyone online, this community, into your home, into the world, touching places where fear has painted over love, recoloring, restoring, reviving, healing. See the power of love healing every place and being that hurts. And for just a few moments now, hold this vision of that light everywhere on the planet. Hold this vision for just a few slow, gentle breaths as you carry it into the silence. Gently bring your awareness back with a deep breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes and come back. And as you open your eyes, see with new vision. See the holiness shining in each other, in every part of creation. And know that it's up to us to shine the light on everything that's holy now. And so it is. Amen.
Wow. You know, something that came up for me with your questions was how I treat myself. I could ask those 4 questions to me internally, to treat myself sacredly, know that I am holy. And I believe sometimes it starts there. You know, to be out there, we need to be connected here. And we have been graced to have Darby here for the last 2 weeks. And every message is magical. And every message is sacred. So thank you. So now it's a time for us to give back. And giving precedes receiving, and my gifts to others precede God's gifts to me. So it's not, we all appreciate your generosity. And as someone said, it's not about giving till it hurts. It's giving till it feels right. So, and now we have this gift. Oh, the blessing. The blessing. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I give and all that I receive, and so it is.
I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good, gonna make a difference, gonna make it right. As I turn up the collar on my favorite winter coat, this wind is blowing my mind. I see the kids in the street with not enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their need? A summer's disregard, a broken bottle top, and a one-man soul. They follow each other on the wind, you know. Come on, Unity, 'cause they got nowhere to go. That's why I want you to know I'm starting with the man in the mirror, and I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make a change. Come on. Na 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 na. I've been a victim of a selfish kind of love. It's time that I realize that there are some with no home, not a nickel to loan. Could it be really me pretending that they're not alone? A willow deeply scarred, somebody's broken heart, in a washed out dream. They follow the pattern on the wind, you see, 'cause they got no place to be. That's why I'm starting with me. I'm starting with the man in the mirror, and I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make a change. I'm starting with the man in the mirror, and I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make that change. I'm starting with the man in the mirror, and I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make a change. You gotta get it right while you got the time, 'cause you close your heart, you close your mind. That's right, man in, come on. And I'm asking him to change his ways. And no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make that change. Come on, Unity. Na 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 na. That's right. If you want to stand, you can do it. Come on, yeah, 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 yeah. Na 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 na. Oh, it's gonna feel real good, you know. Make that change. You'll make yourself, you know. You gotta make that make that change. You know it, you know it, you know it. Come on, hey, make that change. You know it, make that change. All right.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We are so blessed. And I love that song. If you want to make the world a better place, starts here. Starts with me. It starts with you. Let's go out and do it. You know, if everything is holy now, which it is, let's go out and do something sacred. What do you think? Just close your eyes for just a moment. Take a deep breath. We are so, so grateful for all that we've received, all that we've shared here, words, music, energy, and love. We say thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you to all the wonderful souls here who've made this service today, all the volunteers who've served. Thank you for being here, everyone, whether you're here or online. We're grateful for each and every one of you. And now, please join in saying our beautiful prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, because everything is holy. Amen. Let's sing.
If you want to stand unity, dance it out, come on. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Have an amazing Sunday, amazing rest of the week, everyone. Be blessed, be grateful. Enjoy Fellowship Hall. See you on the next one. Hey. Blessings are falling, are falling, are falling. Blessings are falling like a sweet, sweet rain. Blessings are falling, are falling, are falling on me. Beauty is falling, is falling, is falling. Beauty is falling like a sweet, sweet rain. Beauty is falling, is falling, is falling on me. Oh Lord, I receive your blessing. Oh Lord, I receive your grace. Oh Lord, I will dance forevermore. Oh Lord, I receive your blessing. Oh Lord, I receive your